This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Hello again, it's your friendly neighborhood host, JT Wheatley, back for another edition of the History of Comics podcast. This time with an edition of the Christmas classics. I want to introduce a new classic to the genre with the 2019 Shazam movie, directed by David F. Sandberg. This is just a great adaptation of the Captain Marvel, Shazam comic books from DC Comics, and it's honestly, of all the Snyderverse movies that came out, this is the best one. Because it really had the most fun. In many ways, it's the most true to the comic. Of course, the story is pretty simple. It's basically a young kid, Billy Batson, an orphan who's trying to find his mom in Philadelphia, ends up getting the powers of Shazam, which allows him to be turned into an adult superhero. But they play out that ring brilliantly, especially with Zachary Levi, who really does act like a big kid in an adult body. And there are a lot of little tributes there too. David Sandberg, who's probably best known for the Annabelle movies, does a great job with this movie. And he does some great superhero action, but also some nice nods to the concept of a kid turning into an adult. There's nice versions of great classics like Big, of course, in the mall scene. And there's a great villain, too, with Mark Strong playing Dr. Sylvana. Just a great film in general. But best of all, though, it's a great Christmas movie because it takes place during Christmas. There's a Santa feature very prominently throughout the film, a great running gag. He keeps ending up where all the action's taking place, and he's just running in terror as the villains and the superheroes are fighting. And it also has a nice family message, too, because when Billy Batson gets placed into a foster home, it's actually a nice, loving foster home of all these diverse kids who just want to be his family. And it's really sweet. It's the ultimate message about what family's really about. And just a great movie in general. And like I said, it takes place during Christmas, so it's a Christmas movie. So definitely, I've added to my Christmas movie rotation. Great watch in general, so definitely check it out. Because this Shazam is a true Christmas classic. And now is December 18th, 2025, time for the favorite comic of the week. G.I. Joe number 16 by Joshua Williamson and Tom Riley, which continues the Dreadnought War as both Duke and Cobra Commander are held captive by the Dreadnoughts, who actually give Duke an offer to get away, but he's not willing to take it because he wants Cobra Commander for himself to interrogate. Meanwhile, Destro's plan to take over Cobra doesn't go quite as he hoped, as the G.I. Joes are not exactly falling for his ploy. This is just another great issue, a lot of great twists and turns. It also really starts to integrate the Transformer and G.I. Joe universes together with the Energon, Autobots, and so forth. There's, of course, a great variant cover where you see Clutch and Hound together, and it's very much worth reading, and some revelations also made in this issue as well. And the art by Tom Riley is fantastic. Once again, it's a perfect mix of being cartoony, but also gritty, especially with how they really mess up Duke and Cobra Commander in this as they're trying to literally fighting for their lives. And all in all, this is a great example of what makes the Energon universe so great and easily the best new shared universe in comics right now. And with that, we will conclude with this episode of the Christmas Classics. Join me again next week, which, interestingly enough, will be on Christmas Day. Christmas falls on a Thursday when I usually post these podcasts out. I will have one episode ready to go, probably their archive edition of Christmas Classics. But I was going to warn you now, I probably will not be having a new comic book this week because, despite being a longtime comic book fan, new comic day falls on Christmas Eve, and that's kind of a busy day for me and a lot of people, so I might not be able to make it to the comic book store if even my comic store is open and by the time I'm able to get off work, but we'll see. But until then, go out and enjoy yourself for the rest of these holidays and have a happy Christmas. And definitely go out and enjoy yourself a good comic book, and especially check out all the universes, especially G.I. Joe. There are some great reasons in general.